What's going on, everybody? My name's HappyConsoleGamer, and I'm here to give a little bit of defense for HappyConsoleGamer. Not that he needs it, not that he asked for it. Honestly, he'll probably never even see AfroGamer's channel ever. But I was following AfroGamer for a little bit, and these last couple videos, dude, I'm so done with them. Someone's got to call AfroGamer out on this, dude. This is getting ridiculous, dude. Starting off with HappyConsoleGamer, and then I think today he made another video about some other YouTuber I've never heard, and I was watching it a little bit, and it's the same old shit. And you guys should give me props. I'm putting my own game room under scrutiny right now. Because I'm sure AfroGamer is going to see this, and he's going to, enhance the video and just look at everything that I'm doing. Look at my game room and how pathetic it is. So you guys need to give me some props, man. I'm very nervous right now. I have no idea the kind of scrutiny my game room's about to face, and he has to get called out on this. I'm sorry, BaldSpotGamer, it's over, bro. Let's get this started. We'll just get straight into it, okay?
So we got a live one today.
Couldn't even take 2 seconds to set up his computer so he could properly record it like I'm doing now. Instead, no, he lazily holds up his phone in like the 140p quality.
We got the game room tour from 2015 from HappyConsoleGamer here. Oh man, we're in for a good one here. This is not only his game room but also his video recording studio. And in this video we find out some shocking revelations, some dark secrets, some disturbing subject matter. This is not a video I recommend to small children.
See, I saw this part and I thought it was pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a pretty funny video. Because I'm a HappyConsoleGamer fan. Do I agree with everything HappyConsoleGamer's ever done and said? No. I disagree with a couple things, namely his Last of Us 2 review where he basically touted it as God was incarnated into a video game. It would be The Last of Us 2. And other little things, nothing too big. But HappyConsoleGamer is probably one of the last big gaming YouTube channels who have stayed pretty under the radar, meaning he hasn't fully sold out. This guy, yeah, maybe he does get a lot of review codes and reviews games, but he could, y'all know in your heart he hasn't fully sold out. He could be doing eShop videos. He could be releasing 3 videos a week of just total filler content. He barely live streams. Every time he live streams, he makes thousands of dollars. And he doesn't do it a lot. He doesn't do Let's Plays. He comes from the heart most of the time, I feel. And so I do enjoy his channel. Anyways.
Brace yourselves for this one, guys.
Again, this part was pretty funny. I'm like, okay, we're in for some fun.
Let's dive right into this cesspool.
So yeah, here we are in the games room. And I think what I'll do is I'll give you an overview of the games room, and then we'll go check out a lot of the details around it. So just first in, I'll have a look at this right here. This is so funny. This is my Final Fantasy 11 poster. And I got this...
Okay, this does not matter at all, but yeah, I find it funny that he didn't just roll up a couple of pieces of tape and put that on the backside of this poster. He saw fit the nail.
So right away, he's criticizing the way a man hangs up posters on his door. Come on, bro. That's like borderline female level scrutiny of another female that she sees at the mall and just scrutinizing her outfit. That's petty. Right there, that was petty. So, right away I was like, oh, that was... Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Is this guy actually serious? So, I kept watching.
With all 4 corners, but anywho. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. That's
before
peanuts.
The game came out, I was
nothing.
so excited about it. It's a Hong Kong knockoff poster I got in my local Johan Center.
Oh, that's super
quite
exciting.
amazing. So,
It's a knockoff.
Okay, so
I didn't know it was a knockoff. So of course we always have the obligatory arcade machine in all these rooms that there's never any space for. You know why? Why? Yeah. Instead of replacing this with, I guess, the space for hundreds of additional games, you always got to have the giant receptacle that only plays one. You got to have that in the game room, and it's always got to.
So right away, if you're familiar with Happy Console Gamers channel, you know right away that Street Fighter 2 is a humongous deal to Johnny. You know, Johnny Millennium, Happy Console Gamer. I'll just call him Johnny for, you know, all intents and purposes. You know, Street Fighter 2 is like a game that formed and forged Johnny's relationship in the gaming world. And you know, I could sit here for hours just reciting the things Johnny said about Street Fighter 2, but I won't get into that. And if you don't know who Johnny is, Happy Console Gamer, I'll tell you, he is one of the biggest Street Fighter 2 fans ever. Okay? So, not only does an arcade game, maybe it doesn't work, okay? But that is basically a relic to him of, that's not just a game, it's memories. It's just a piece of gaming history. It's just like an amiibo, pretty much, you know, but it's just, you know, you know how much history Johnny has with an arcade machine like that? That's like, I don't know much about BaldSpotGamer, but something that he loves, a game that he loves, like that freaking little Luigi thing. It's like, come on, bro, that thing doesn't even do anything; it just sits there. That AfroGamer has sitting in the back of him every video, dude. It's a visual piece to look at. It gives you memories, you know. Come on, bro, that Luigi doesn't even move. You can't even play with it, bro. Same thing, except you probably played Luigi's Mansion 3 for 20 hours, just rushed through it, beat it. But no, Johnny has probably played Street Fighter 2 for thousands of hours.
Super cramped and super tight as well. Never any space for it, obviously, because that's how we do things around here. Also, yeah, you gotta love the random stack of boxes in books here, and we'll get into that more later. But yeah, we gotta keep this moving, folks. There's some truly disturbing information we're about to uncover.
So, when you walk in, let's look down. There's the table. That's the table that we always sit on the floor.
Oh my god! You heard it here first, folks. HappyConsoleGamer has been recording his videos behind this desk sitting on the floor for 12 years. This grown man, this man whose business is on YouTube, his full living comes from making...
I don't know if you don't know Happy Console Gamer, but he's said that out in the open many times. And, you know, for lack of better words, Johnny's kind of like a weeb. And I am too a little bit. And my oldest daughter kind of is. And then that like part of the Japanese culture, don't they like sitting on the ground? So you're insulting an entire region of people, like the Japanese people, the same people who make probably 99% of the video games you play, AfroGamer. It's what they do. And for a while, I tried it out. I had instead of a big dinner table and couch, we had just like a little sit-at table where we could sit Indian style in front of the table. We had like the same kind of Japanese seating, and then we moved and we got it a little bit more westernized. But it was nice. I really liked the idea. But now when we have more children, it really wasn't, too easy for us to have children climbing all over the table and stuff like that. But who cares if Johnny loved that old anime. I think it's called Captain Otaku and stuff like that. Johnny really has dived deep into the Japanese culture. Maybe that's something that influences his decision to sit on the floor like that. Don't you think Johnny could easily don't you think Johnny could remodel this entire room to make it look like the normal run-of-the-mill, garbage, soulless YouTube gamer studio? Don't you think he could at least get a brand new desk with a sick gaming chair with same gaming chair everybody has with the pillow on the back of it? Come on, bro. Obviously, this is Johnny's preference. And many other people's preference, too.
YouTube videos.
This is when I realized it was getting really petty.
On the floor.
Yep.
Like a child. This is outrageous.
I really hope that's not his real laugh.
Oh my fuck, this retroactively, first off, makes all of his videos so fucking funny. The fact that, I'm sure everybody I thought he was a computer desk. I'm sure everybody thought he was a computer desk. No, this fucking idiot. No,
Calling him an idiot? Come on,
no,
dude.
I'm just gonna sit behind my coffee table. Because that's what this is. This is a coffee table, okay? If this was a desk, you wouldn't be sitting on the ground. There's no computer desks where you sit on the ground at floor level. I'm not convinced such a thing exists. Oh my god. Who is this guy? Seriously. But, yeah, he's going to go into more detail about that a little bit here in just a sec. But also, yeah, we'll foreshadow what we're going to talk about later. Who the fuck, what kind of masochistic sociopath stacks their games?
I don't think BaldSpotGamer even knows what those words mean.
Along with Reggie, I've never ever understood this, stacking your games vertically or horizontally. You should be stacking them vertically. We'll talk about that later. Also,
alright, let me skip through this.
Shit. We sit on the floor. Not just him, all of his guests on the.
I was short.
Yeah, so, okay, it's a coffee table. Okay, that's why it's short.
Alright, he spent 20 minutes speculating on why Johnny uses a coffee table.
That shelf, you saw how tall that shelf is. Channel around the back.
Bro, it's still going.
Anywho. Oh, yeah, you got the big gaming room recording studio cords on the floor. This is ace. Ace.
I think I based everything around the fact that I had a short table.
Yeah, based everything around that. Everything. Yeah. Oh, bravo. Bravo, Johnny.
This.
Yeah, look at all this fucking junk. And then, yeah, you gotta love the overturned lamp. I wonder if he broke this himself. I don't know if it's meant to bend at that angle, but yeah, the lighting in this room. Also, yeah, you probably don't want any natural light in here, or else you'd see all the despicable dust and filth.
It sounds like Afro might be a little OCD.
Or pull anything out. We'll get into that later. Forbid. You can't get one new piece of furniture in this room plus a chair. You can't do it. It doesn't make sense.
Lights right here, and also there's where the microphone is usually attached to. I've attached it to the camera externally right now. This one up so we could see a little bit of the game collection when I go around, but
in this recording studio when you watch this guy's videos, yeah, this is the fucking dream. Do you see this disgusting, nasty shit?
The only disgusting thing I see right now is this bald spot, bro. Like, I could damn near see my reflection in that thing, bro.
Grown adult man, come on. And he's got his tripod right in front of the TV with all these cords and garbage in front of the TV. Yeah, he's just gaming in this room so constantly, guys. It seems. And
I would back that up that he probably is gaming a lot in that room. That's the sign that you game a lot. There's controllers everywhere. There's cables.
So much use. What a gamer. Yeah, what a real gamer, you guys.
When I do the show. Right across.
Look at this. This is fucking plastic.
Yeah, look at this.
Fucking garbage here.
Yeah, look at this bald spot.
Food, I can't tell.
It's zeroing in. It's like a pincer attack.
This man
on his hairline.
And that's what I talk into. And I have usually a light on this side and then a light on this side a little bit lower. And right behind that is the television, and I hook the camera into the TV to check my lighting. So that's where I play a lot of my games is on the, and we have this wall of games where
they're garbage. Okay, okay. You want to know why people don't typically people actually know what the fuck.
And here's the part where BaldSpotGamer goes on a 13-hour filibuster tirade about stacking games horizontally like this instead of vertically. Obviously, the smarter way is to stack them vertically, and that's with anything, records, books, games, because obviously there's a thing called gravity, and over time, especially if you don't move them around a lot, it's gonna damage your games. But who gives a crap, dude? That is like iconic HappyConsoleGamer background right there. That's just, You close your eyes, you think of Happy Console Gamer. You could basically visualize every single game that's behind him. The way it's set up, that's how he wants to set it up. That is his game room. We're probably going to skip around a lot because he literally just he beats this horse to death about horizontal games. Oh, and there's actually a good part after this where he becomes the biggest hypocrite ever.
Falls, okay? Top to bottom, basically. You can just use whatever shelf you have on hand. You don't have to buy specific. More likely didn't even build them. You just like freaking, just had them around or bought them, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna move on a bit.
That's so funny. It was in the old future shops up here in Canada. Now,
to be bobbing and weaving, you're probably not going to catch it, but in the video where he'll say, "Oh, this is a closet. Oh, this is a desk." He's so down on it. Even he realizes that. Like this, you can see the reflection over here too. This random keyboard. I'm sure that gets so much use. It has to be there. Never fucking uses this thing. It's never plugged in. What are you talking about? You took the time to.
Again, bro, that's more than just an arcade game. It's way more than that to Johnny. It's a relic of his gaming history. If I had, I'm really into the Buster Buddies collection on the PS1. There's a couple versions of it on an arcade unit. If I had room for that cabinet and just put it in my room, of course I'm not going to play it every day, but it's like it would be a cool piece to have in your room.
I'm not buying it. You don't use this arcade machine. It probably doesn't even fucking work. Okay,
probably not. Who cares?
It doesn't work. It probably hasn't worked in years, but he's too lazy to move it out of this room because.
Bro, that hairline hasn't probably worked in years.
You're definitely not removing this honking thing. You probably don't have the first idea how to do it.
Trying to go up
Give me a break.
There's Johnny Millennium. That was from the Portland Retro Gaming
Johnny Millennium.
Johnny.
If anybody out there thinks for even a second that he cleans any of this stuff or dusts any of these boxes.
Actually, if I remember correctly, and seriously, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't look before this. Didn't Johnny make a video of him totally organizing and redoing his game room, wiping everything off? Does BaldSpotGamer not know that happened? Did that take place after this video? Where he totally redid his room, cleaned it top to bottom, even found games that he hasn't seen in a while. Totally sat down and revamped everything in that room. So, BaldSpot, bro, do a little bit of research.
Okay, raise a hand. No, unanimous no, yeah. You literally have to, he is not climbing on top of a ladder to dust the top of these boxes, pulling these out, dusting the shelf, dusting these boxes. It's not happening. This is like literally filth. That's, touching the ceiling, I'm sure, if you're anything like any of these other YouTubers, any one of these days now, you're going to have a leaky ceiling.
Sent it in to get a the PSP. What else have we got in here?
Oh, God. Yeah, so I'm sure he uses this GameCube so often.
So what, bro? Look at, I have
all of this
2
GameCubes
up here.
Yeah, if he tries pulling out that GameCube,
that just sit there.
Gonna come off.
So what?
That's why horizontal stacks are bullshit.
Maybe he has a GameCube somewhere else. Well, maybe that's the one he uses because it has a Game Boy player on it. But who cares, dude? Is he supposed to take his GameCube off the shelf and play it once a week?
There's no advantage to horizontal stacks, and in fact, for disc-based games, I'm convinced that it's worse for those two because the discs, it's popular opinion.
Probably true.
That a disc, if it's stored horizontally for many.
Studio.
Bro, why aren't you using ad blocker, Afro? Why, bro? Put on ad block. That's cringe, dude.
On the Saturn, was a great Capcom game. Soul Calibur 4. And
you gotta love, it's like literally a bouncing act. Like the shit that he stacks isn't even of the same size.
Let's just kind of zoom in a little bit here. Yes, this is interesting.
It's not even of the same size.
My little Zelda collection.
Yeah, I do think it's funny he has, Zelda and Castlevania in front of like some Xbox 360 games, and there's really no rhyme or reason. And then all of a sudden you have Neo Geo games.
Utopia.
So yeah, you'd
It's
think
funny.
Games, yeah, Turbo
It gives
Graphics
it character,
games,
its charm,
you
dude,
treat
its
them with any amount
soul.
of respect, to not have them horizontally stacked on top of each other, weighing each other down, running big risk of all tumbling on the floor. And
I can't wait till we get into the video a little bit later. Oh, here it is. And all this shit this guy's been talking about stacking your games horizontally. Watch the first thing you notice when he opens his little cuck shed.
This valuable stuff is in here. It's not in direct light as Johnny's collection is.
Watch this.
In all this,
Feast your eyes on the hypocrisy.
Literally right against the game shelf because he's filming in front of it. This is how I keep my
games stacked
this is just for now.
horizontally. And those are, I think, go back. Are those Game Boy Advance?
Look at this.
Games stacked horizontally on top of N64 games. Bro, do you not see the irony in that?
Vertical stacks, so I can pull stuff out pretty easily. It's not too much of a tumbling tower. Well, this particular game is, but yeah. Instead of having 10 games drop to the ground, you have one. If I had two hands, I could pull it out. But
see?
This is actually even unfinished. Just in a week or two here, I plan on cutting out some extra slabs of boards because I have...
Yeah, bro. You were storing it that way for convenience, just like Johnny was.
Stuff on top. The cartridges aren't actually in here.
Those are some nice games, though. I'm not going to lie. I wish I had some of those. I'm not man enough to collect any Nintendo cart-based games anymore besides the Switch.
Pokemon Sapphire complete in box.
Yeah, that is pretty funny how Johnny had that. Bro, that's like a $300, $400 game, and it's just like sandwiched in between DS games. That's funny. That's like, you know, Johnny, it feels like Johnny comes into this game room and just unloads. He's like a little boy again, and he's not taking anything too serious. It's like, I don't know what BaldSpot like wants him to do. Like walk in like he's a, like I was in the Marine Corps. We have this thing called field day. When I was in, every Thursday you had to clean your room like you've never cleaned your barracks room before. So if you don't know what field day is, go look it up. It's, especially in the Marine Corps, dude, like you basically have to pass a white glove inspection. Anyways, what does he expect Johnny to do? Just come in like a drill instructor, swipe the game, make sure there's no dirt on it, make sure everything's in order, and like all sterile and sanitized and okay, I'm not saying having clean games and organization or anything, but dude, I'm sorry, and say what you want, BaldSpot, this game room is iconic. HappyConsoleGamer's game room is iconic. He's one of the first YouTubers, if not the first YouTuber, to host his game collection behind him during videos. I can't think of a more iconic game room, to be honest. I mean, of course, there's The Last Gamer and all those other guys with, like, massive, crazy collections and stuff. But, dude, lay out. This is funny. If this is the way he wants to do it, come on, man. By all means. I mean, I personally, would I do that? No. But, dude, it's funny. Who cares?
Being weighed down by hard plastic. Yeah, let's put the hard plastic
like this a random Skyrim for no reason. It's hilarious.
That makes fucking sense. Yeah, this complete box copy of a game. What is this worth? Like $300.
It's like we got DS games and PSP games.
Yeah, ooh, there's a PSP game in between the PS2 games.
See, AfroGamer can make me laugh sometimes. It's like a PSP game for like no reason at all. Like in between two PS2 games.
Random GameCube games, yeah, it's fucking...
Yeah, it's pretty unorganized. Okay.
I didn't even know.
Is all my PlayStation games and a lot of my bands. This is a mini version years ago. Nintendo games, right?
Oh my fuck. Okay, this is the most disgusting shit of all. So yeah, obviously none of these games at all have retro protectors. None of them. Because, God forbid you protect your investments on games that are worth hundreds of dollars complete in box now, putting them in retro protectors that probably cost a total.
Yeah, retro protectors, come on, bro.
Sleeves on every inbox game that you have in your collection.
I'm not saying they're a bad idea.
Probably, I'm guessing about $30. It would not cost that much. Retro protectors for games are very, very cheap. But,
Sorry, when you have 4 children running around, sometimes they could get a little nosy. Anyways.
Why invest money in that when, you know, you can't even invest money in a desk for your YouTube channel? You can't.
By choice, I'm sure. I'm sure Johnny's not like, man, I'm so poor, I can't buy a new desk. He has it set up how he likes it.
Like Final Fantasy, Mario All-Stars.
Doesn't Johnny own, what's that shoot 'em up on the TurboGrafx? Darius Alpha, or what game is that? It's like a $5,000 game. I think if Johnny has that, he could probably afford the best computer desk in the world, the best game chair, the best everything.
Final Fantasy 2.
Final Fantasy 2, yeah. Oh my, I've never even seen other things that he's done in the past on his channel. I guess more or less proves this, but I think also all this collection is to him is like a means of making money. You know, you click on the video because you see the shelf in the background and people go, ooh.
That's such a garbage thing to say. How pathetic. His games are there just for him to make money. I don't think he's ever talked about that expensive TurboGrafx game I talked about. That Darius Alpha whatever. Don't you think if he uploaded a video just talking about just that game and how he owns the actual hardware, that would bring a lot. Like, he only has these games to make money? Like, did I seriously hear that right?
And, over this collection. But if he had these games...
Yeah, a lot about the collection. It's like, just as much it is about playing it, 50% playing it, 50% it's a collection and you're just there to look at it.
Stacked properly, the labels might not be as instantly identifiable because you'd have to read them in box, at least I should say. I'm guessing that has something to do with it. Maybe the retro protectors, yeah, you might get a little bit of glare on that giant...
Saying he's not using retro protectors because the glare
maybe it would be slightly more reflective and people couldn't
not be able to, so people wouldn't be able to see what games he has. Dude, that's cringe. What a cringe take right there.
Squadron, Might and Magic, my most hated game. Super Metroid, long ago on here. A bunch of movies. I got the Pat Labor movies on DVD when those were the best versions to get, and Bubblegum Crisis.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's beauty right there.
Okay.
You know, you gotta love how this floor in this room literally never gets cleaned. Anybody who cleans their floor knows better than to leave stacks of shit on the floor. Or you can't clean it.
These books went to
Worth a fuck at
least. Place to start.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Brilliant.
I'm just gonna go down. These are all movies. These are all the.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at this.
Fantasy Star and all my.
I love the story behind this.
Everything.
Oh, yeah, forgot what happened. I heard this part and I was like, what the hell is he? What is BaldSpot talking about? Because I was listening to most of it while I was doing things.
Classic Sega Master System games, they were all being played on this monitor. And my friend Brian, who owns Game Deals, was like, he's like, he had tons of these, and he's like, yeah, you want it? I'll give it to you for $20. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, so he loves this monitor so much that it's under a pile of despicable fucking filth of stuff he's never gonna remove.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he removed all of that once he cleaned his room.
This is how much he values this thing. It's just being caked with dust and filth. As you can tell here, this carpet looks disgusting. Like, you can see the filth from this rotting carpet. Because you can't clean.
I'll show you what these are. They're video game stands. Isn't this the coolest thing ever? So, when
plastic stands for your NES games. Like, he's so amazed.
Which are probably very helpful for someone who displays a lot of games on his desk when he makes videos. I would think those would be pretty helpful for him. So for him to be stoked about those, it totally makes sense.
Type of thing, and some stuff over there to talk about. And some stuff over there.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's what that was for. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go around here. Okay, so here are the other shelves. This is a Neo Geo CD unit. At the top.
Is that a plushie underneath these boxes? That's a great spot to put that.
So we're listing some games over here.
Ace.
Yeah, some of them.
Ace is BaldSpotGamer Canadian? I don't ever hear any Americans say Ace.
You gotta have that.
I haven't really followed his channel long enough to know where he lives.
From Reggie or what? Yeah, Nino. Oh no, this is the first Nino. Okay, it's not the second. Why? Okay, him and Radical Reggie both have this complete series DVD of Gem and the Holograms, and I know this because Radical Reggie made a point to show off this Gem in the Holograms DVD. He was so proud of it that he decided to mention it in one of MJR's gaming pickups videos with him. They did one of their gaming pickup videos together. He decided to show a DVD because he was so obsessed with this Gem in the Holograms. Why the fuck do all these old gamer boomers have that show?
Gamer boomers.
DVD? I don't get it.
Box set.
I've seen an episode of that show on YouTube once. It kind of sucked.
Special edition that I got.
Basically, you could sum that whole argument up just now. That whole spiel he just went on is, stop liking things that I don't like. Why do you like things? Don't like things that I don't like. I don't get it. How could you like something that I don't like?
It's hanging over there. There's a lot of the box sets going on.
BaldSpot's
Yeah, a lot of
cringe,
stuff is
dude.
hanging.
I found that out right away.
Hanging all over the place, man.
And I tried liking this guy's channel, and I'm not saying he has the worst channel ever. And I tried to be in on a couple of his live streams, but he does one of the cardinal sins that I cannot stand when a streamer does it. Is he verbally reads out every message and every single question people ask him. So say he's like, hey, AfroGamer, how long have you been balding? How long has your hair been receding right there? He'll be like, hey, Alpha, how long has your hairline been receding for? Oh, my hairline's been receding for... Like, maybe it's just me. I cannot stand when streamers read every single question and word that comes across the chat log.
This Resident Evil
So I couldn't even enjoy his streams. I just freak out, dude.
PlayStation. Oh yeah, that's a great stack right there. Put it under a book. That's how you know he's not touching that PlayStation.
See, BaldSpot's funny.
This game's room is very hard to
He's
like.
not reading.
I'm just showing him what it feels like to do that, like to be scrutinized.
Video, PC Engine, Saturn, PlayStation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
couple of Nintendo,
Look at that.
Sega
Stacks
CDs
of
going on there with
consoles.
a Master System on top. And then we got a couple of Super Nintendos,
That was
a couple
probably
of
makes me laugh too.
PS2s. The reason why I have multiple systems is because some of these have died, and I replaced them, and I didn't get rid of the old ones.
Oh, that's not a hoarder at all. Yeah, it's like shit that's literally fucking.
Bro, you want to know what else is not a hoarder? That hairline, bro. It is not hoarding any hair whatsoever.
Not gonna replace that shit. No.
Got a Neo Geo down here,
Oh my
and some
Christ.
Star Wars toys, and some Macross toys are in there as well, and we got a fallen over alien.
Here. Yeah, that must be. Okay, so yeah. Well, this shelf he doesn't even film himself behind, though, so I don't even know if he has that excuse, but yeah, I think part of the reason he just wants these...
Love in here. They're all classic. A lot of Jackie Chan films. The original Batman movie, obviously. It's just all the stuff, you know.
Obviously. What does that mean, obviously?
And above it is Cyberlip and...
Look,
Ninja
more
Ninja
excellent
Combat.
stacking. Nintendo DS randomly.
Oh,
Oh, look at that stack of DSs, too.
The TurboGrafx
Good
box
Lord.
and
Look at
a couple
that.
of DSs on top.
Game Boy SP, that's what's
Down
up.
Oh, this
here
is brilliant.
that's
Oh, this is
a
brilliant.
PlayStation 2. And a
I'm
lot
learning
of
so
Japanese
much.
games. A lot of
I've
games
learned
like
so
Lucky
much
Duck
from this video how to maintain my collection, and I didn't know.
Okay, look at this. This is just ridiculous. I need
Just to be clear, okay, let's round up the facts of what we learned. Okay, make sure all of your games are stacking horizontally so that they all suffer from shelf wear. They all get crushed on top of each other. You can't pull anything out. Anything you do pull out is gonna fall.
Just like
over,
you have your
fall down,
games
slash,
in that shelf.
fall off the shelf completely. Make sure that you keep lots of games on the carpet on the floor. Make sure you keep game boxes on the very top of your shelf in stacks to where they will never be dusted. So that he decided to film this video.
Yeah, that's a
in the
cluster.
world.
Bro, let me say this. If your game room doesn't have some kind of box or crate or some kind of holding receptacle full of controllers and random wires and cables that you'll never use again, but you keep it there because you know, man, maybe in a couple years I'm going to be looking for this cable and I'm going to need it someday. Like, dude, I know I have one somewhere. I know I have one somewhere. Well, it's over here in my closet. I'm not gonna bring it over because I'm tied to a webcam right now. Every gamer worth a damn has a box or something with random cables you will never use, controllers that maybe work, maybe don't, and everything's just wadded together. And I'm sorry. If you don't have one of those in your game room, you are not a gamer. you're not a gamer. I will personally come to your house and revoke your gamer's license.
Rollers and stuff like that. Look at this big mess. Look at
Cleaning up your fucking pile of filthy cords. How are you pulling any of this out? You've pulled nothing of this. Shelf, you literally can't. You're not using this game room. You're not using this stuff. Get out of here. You have a camera. You have a tripod in front of your TV. You're not using any of this shit.
He probably puts it away and sets it up. And yeah, he probably maybe games a little bit in the living room where he could sit with his wife. Yeah, his wife. I don't know if you've ever heard that. And his child. Ah, man, maybe he likes to play out in the living room where his family can be and sit there next to him.
Yeah, this game room that you literally, what are you gonna do? Hunch over on the floor on all fours to like grab anything in this room? This guy's an idiot and a liar.
a PlayStation.
Calling Johnny an idiot, bro, when he is one of the only YouTubers in the retro gaming community that hasn't totally bowed down to Google and hasn't fully just sold out like crazy, making 12 eShop and clickbait videos a day. What did Johnny do for you? What did he do to deserve you calling him an idiot?
Videos and you go gaga over in the background. This is it.
Games room. It's a very active, used games room. It's something that I really enjoy.
BaldSpot has no proof whatsoever whether he uses this game room or not. He doesn't even have proof whether this works or not if Johnny doesn't play it, which maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. A lot of this are baseless accusations. That's what I'm coming to realize. 99% of this is baseless accusations. The other 1% is BaldSpot crying about the way another man has his game room shelf set up.
I've had these for 25 years plus.
Think about all the shelfware.
A lot of them,
All the shelfware, 25 years plus, and he's pulled some of these games out, and the boxes still look good.
All the Neo Geo games, I got most of them to sit down and go, nostalgia. Isn't it a wonderful?
That is a good point. The nostalgia. You come in, you're like, man, nostalgia. Man, I remember, playing freaking, let's see, Crash Bandicoot. I remember playing Blasto, and you just sit there and you come in. And it's not like you sit there and hone in on every single game when you come into your games room, but it's just the ambiance of it all.
Guys, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, stare at all this stuff. Like, you come in this disgusting, filthy room on it all in awe, like patting yourself on the back about your own problems when really were behind a desk for 12 years talking about video games and shilling Nintendo products.
Let me look up Happy Console Gamer. Let me see if I'm right on that. He totally did a brand. Yeah, 2 years ago. Look at this.
So welcome back to another episode, and I'm holding the camera here. The camera is quite heavy, and I'm shooting at 60 frames. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm gonna cut some footage. What I did there. So let's start with this shelf. Look at this.
Looks
this
good.
Is completely redone. This is.
Are you happy, BaldSpotGamer? He cleaned everything up. Here, let's.
Finally. Then right next to it.
I'm sorry, they're still horizontally stacked. That might still get you. See, if BaldSpot would have done 2 seconds of research, he would have known that Johnny completely revamped his game room, organized everything, cleaned it up really good. Look at this. Look how nice it looks now.
These are future episodes I'm working on, but here I'm going to mention this in a future episode. It has a lot of sentimental value, but just so you can see.
Still got that lamp there.
What I see now.
It's a game room. It's a studio where he makes YouTube videos. It's not some surgery, some room where open heart surgery takes place.
I walked into the games room in,
it's his nostalgia room.
Some totes full of stuff. But my
totally cleaned it up. Is it perfect? Probably not. It'll probably never meet drill instructor BaldSpot's inspection.
We get some.
But yeah. So, anyways, let's see. So that's the video. I'm gonna make another one in response to his Nintendo World Collector or whatever his name is, and do a deep dive into his channel, BaldSpot's channel. I want to put him under the same microscope he puts everybody else under, and maybe do other small time retro gaming channels. You know, just look at their videos, and we'll sit down and talk maybe about some games here and there. But it did spark a little bit of all day today. After watching this video yesterday, I woke up, I'm like, dude. And then he made that other video, and I was just like, man, I need to say something. Not that anyone cares what my opinion is or anything, but so there you have it. If you like this video, please subscribe. I plan on making a lot more videos. I actually had a lot of fun with this. So thank you for watching. How long has this been going? 40 minutes. Holy crap. I'm going to end it right now.